What's up, Michael Jordan collectors? So a lot happened last night. I don't believe I've ever seen so many broken records on Michael Jordan cards in a single night as I did last night on Golden Auctions. Now these were mostly the rare grails, the 90s inserts. These were the cards that were breaking all-time highs. As far as the 86-87 Fleer rookie card, most of those cards sold for the average selling price or slightly below. Now the record prices on those cards, there were several that got broken last night, but this was all on eBay. There was like a real fear of missing out that was happening. And because of these PSA 10s that reached $738,000, so it was $600,000 plus the buyer's premium, which is 20%. So there's $738,000 a piece. This is almost 4x the last confirmed sell. And but if you look at the BGS 95, it sold for $80,000 with the buyer's premium. It was a total of $80,000, and that was normal. Maybe even slightly below. But if you look at the last confirmed sell of a low-end BGS 95, this is actually a new high because the last one sold for $76,000. So $80,000 is actually a natural growth for this card. And then you look at the PSA 9s, they all sold, when you add the buyer's premium, they all sold for around 50K, in the mid 50Ks, and that's normal. On eBay, they're actually selling for upwards of 60,000. And all of these other lower grades are selling for all-time highs. And a lot of those records were broken for the lower grades on eBay, because these PSA 10s are kind of freaking people out, and they're trying to buy the best grade that they can afford on eBay. But as far as Golden Auctions, if you look at these PSA 10s, that's the only thing that has changed. The other Michael Jordan rookie cards on there were normal sells. But these PSA 10s, they are being targeted by these fractional ownership groups and these investment fund groups. They are specifically targeting the PSA 10. And because if the card market becomes like a stock market, then this card would be the number one blue chip stock to own. And they know that. They've got experts. They know that this card has a long history, much like Apple or Microsoft, has a very long history of growth. And his legacy is just, it's cemented. He's been the GOAT. He's been the GOAT for decades. He's the most popular figure in all of sports worldwide. Everyone knows that this is Apple stock. This is Microsoft. This is Tesla. So this is the card that they're after. And so they're fighting over this card. You might have some wealthy collectors that are also fighting for this card. So you have that too. You have celebrities. They all want this card because they think that this card is the best card because it's a PSA 10. So what I believe is happening is the entire hobby is splitting into two groups. You're going to have these cards. You're going to have these elite cards like this. They're going to break off and become their own market, like a stock market. And these cards will never be able to be owned by individuals again, unless you're very wealthy. And what's left over from these cards will be for the collectors. And the best possible cards that you can get as a collector would be like the low end BGS 9.5 Michael Jordan. Now it's still, it's $80,000 or less, maybe more. You got the PSA 9s, they're 50, 60,000. These are the cards that the wealthy collectors will be able to get. I'm not talking about millionaires, but I'm talking about guys that have been around a while. They have equity in their collections. These are the cards, these are the best cards that they're going to be able to obtain. And but the PSA 10s, Michael Jordan, these Gretzky rookies, these high-end exquisites, these Michael Jordan and LeBron James exquisite RPAs, and all of these RPAs of these superstars, these are all going to be wrapped up in their own little market for these fractional ownership groups and these investment funds and these millionaires and these celebrities, and the rest will be left for the average collectors, the real collectors, the true collectors. That other market, that's not even a hobby anymore. That's a business. The rest of it is for us. And it's a little scary and it's a little unfair, because if you look at Apple stock, what drives Apple stock? Well, it's the consumers buying iPhones and Macs, and that drives up their stock. That drives up the value of their business. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're buying these low grades Michael Jordan rookies, and these groups, these ownership groups, they're going to get wealthy off of our backs of buying all of these low-end Michael Jordan cards and driving the market up, and it only makes them richer. And what happens when Apple or Microsoft or Google, when they have another company, a small company that comes up and gives them competition and causes them a little bit of a headache? Well, they just buy that company. Those big businesses just buy those companies and make it theirs. And this is what's going to happen with this. Say, like collectors, we can afford that low-end Michael Jordan rookie card, that low-end BGS 9.5 with a 9 sub. It's still obtainable for us. We consolidate some of our collection that we have equity in, and we're able to obtain this card that maybe at most might be $100,000, and a collector might still be able to obtain that. Well, these ownership groups, these fractional ownership groups and these investment funds are going to see that. They're going to see, oh, that low-end BGS 9.5 Michael Jordan rookie card, that thing is performing really well. Oh, well, we'll just go buy all of them, and we'll make it part of our business and take it away from the collectors. And that's the fear that I have for this, and that could possibly happen, is that our options as collectors are going to slowly shrink, and everything is going to become part of this new baseball card, basketball card, football card stock market. And us as collectors, individuals, will never be able to own these cards unless we hit the lottery, and that's if they are available. They may not even be available, because these groups, there's going to be more of these groups pop up when they see how successful this group is. More are going to pop up. So we'll just be left with the rest of the hobby. And I don't even know how our part of the hobby is even going to perform long term. It may drop off, and this market will actually rise. So there's something to think about. So, Card Gems here. Welcome to my channel. This is today's January 31st Michael Jordan rookie card market report. All right, let's dig into this. So yesterday we had on PSA population report 18,406 total. Today we have 18,409, so 3 new additions. We have 1 new 5 and 2 new 3s. We still have 316 10s, 2,763 9s, and 7,732 8s. All right, Beckett, so we have no change. We still have 11,000 569. We still have 6 pristine 10s, 526 9.5s, 1,634 9s. So checking SGC, yesterday we had 2,159. There's been no change. I don't think they update their systems on Sundays. They still have 1 gold label 10. They have 25 regular 10s and 25 9.5s and 216 9s. All right, so checking Goldin auctions. Right now we have just this BGS 8.5, it's up to 18,000. And we have this PSA 8, it's up to 15,000. And another BGS 8.5 that's up to 14,000. So recapping the auctions from last night on Goldin auctions. We have these 2 PSA 8s, they sold for $16,000. And if you add a 20% buyer's premium, that's around 19,000. Okay, we had a BGS 9 that sold for 33,000. With the buyer's premium, you're looking at 40K. Here we have 2 PSA 9s sold for 45,000. If you add the buyer's premium, it's 54K. Here's another PSA 9 sold for 48,000. So that's 58K with the buyer's premium. And here's another PSA 9 as well. So that would also be 58K. So these are all selling for the average selling price on eBay. eBay's actually selling a little bit higher, around 60K. So here's this BGS 9.5. This was a low end. This had a 9 centering. So this is the least desirable of all of the BGS 9.5s. No one likes an off-centered card. And this got up to 66,000. And if you add the buyer's premium, it's almost exactly $80,000, which would make this the record sell for the low-end BGS 9.5s. And it being the least desirable with the 9 on the center, this is still good news for the owners of the BGS 9.5 with the low end. And I've also heard rumors that guys with these low-end BGS 9.5s have been getting really good offers, around 100,000. So, I mean, I would not panic at all about owning this card. Whoever got this card was very lucky, and this is a very good investment. So here we go. Here's the 2 PSA 10s that sold. They got up to $600,000 on bids. And if you add the buyer's premium, which is 20%, now I did not do the math myself. I just saw Ken Goldin post on Instagram. He totaled it himself because it can vary depending on how the buyer paid for the card. So these came out to $738,000 a piece. So $750,000. So these have pretty much 4x since the last confirmed sale of 222,000. And also we have that sell for 350,000 on eBay that has been confirmed. So if you take that into consideration, then this is kind of 2x'd. So our favorite website, Card Ladder, PSA 8. It's last sold for 17,862. So it's still on this little decline here. But if you look at eBay, there's been some really high sales there, but we're just waiting to get those confirmed. We still have a high of 19,000 for this card. BGS 8 last sold for 12,800. And this was on the 30th. So still down from its high of 14,966 on the 26th. BGS 8.5 last sold for 17,150. So this is a good price. So this is a new high, and this just happened yesterday. So like I was saying, it had dipped and it had not gotten back to the 17,000, but now it finally has. And this has a lot to do with, those auctions last night. People have that fear of missing out, and they bought a lot of these cards for higher than it's been selling. PSA 8.5 last sold for 30,000, so we haven't had any new sales on this card. But this sale was back on the 26th. PSA 9, we have a new high sell for this card, 61,700. So Like I said, these cards are in the $60,000 range now. This was on the 29th, but it was just confirmed. There had been a little dip here. Cards that have been selling in the 50s and down from that 59,000 sell on the 24th, but it is back up for 61,000, and we've had a couple of more sales for 60,000 plus. We're just waiting on those to get confirmed. And all of those sales at Golden, they were pretty much the average sale, so there won't be any new record sales coming out of that. BGS 9, look at this, 47,500. This card is getting some respect. I mean, look at that. That is incredible for BGS 9. This just happened on the 30th. So this BGS 9 has not really dipped. See, we had this high here on the 17th for 29, and then we had this small little dip here for 25. Now, I believe this one had some very minimal subs, but if you can just draw a straight line across from that, and you just had a steady climb all the way up to this 47,500. This card has had a really healthy growth rate right here. So these nines, like I said, these mint nines have become really good investment cards for, the collector, for the average collector and the smaller guys, not the big investment group funds and those guys. I don't think they're targeting this card. This would not make any sense to make this a fractional ownership card at this point. BGS 9.5, we have a new record sell for this card, 162,500. So that's exciting. So this one has seen steady growth too. But this is a high end. This was a high end, so quad 9.5 and above. And this one before it was a quad 9.5 and above too for 120,000. And this $76,000 sell was a low end. This had a 9 sub. So, but if you draw a straight line from these two high ends, from this last high end that sold here in the for 92,000, you've seen steady growth for the high end, and you're seeing steady growth for the low end as well. And we had that sell on Golden Auction for 80,000. So PSA 10, we got a new record here, $350,000. Well, I say new record, but those ones at Golden Auction, we are not in the system yet, and they still have to be confirmed. Even though it's Golden Auctions, this still has to be confirmed, but I'm pretty sure that those will be confirmed. So this sale was on the 28th, and it's taken a few days to get this confirmed. A lot of phone calls, well, not phone calls, but a lot of communication had to be made with the seller to make sure that this card was paid for, and some other investigative work by these awesome card ladder guys, Josh and Chris, that work really hard on this website. So recently sold, we have a lot of recently sold to talk about. We have this PSA 8 that sold for $17,099 for 42 bids. Here we have a PSA 9 sticker with a BGS 9 base, $79,000 listed for a best offer, and it sold for $57,500. So this is about market right here for a buyer, because this base just sold for $47,000 at record, and this PSA 9 sticker, it's been selling for $20K on average. Here we have this BGS 8.5 listed for $19,999, our best offer, and this actually sold for full price. So if this is confirmed, this would be a new record. Here's another BGS 8.5 listed for $22,000, our best offer. Let's see what the best offer was. $17,500. So this is about average. Here's another BGS 8.5 sold for $17,322, 44 bids. Another average price. Here's a PSA 8 sold for $20,700, 58 bids. Wow. Here's a PSA 8 listed for $20,500, our best offer. Let's see what it's sold for. $17,500. So not a bad price right there for that buyer. And look at this monster right here, this BGS 9.5. $200,000 it's listed for, best offer. This one has a 10 on the corners. So let's check out the price of this. $175,000 was the accepted offer on this card. So if this is confirmed, this is a new record for high end. So here's another BGS 9.5, quad 9.5 and above. This one has a 10 on the surface. This one is also listed for $200,000 or best offer. Let's see what the best offer was. $150,000 on this one. So another huge sell for the BGS 9.5s. Here's a PSA 9 sold for $66,123, 75 bids. So if this is confirmed, this would definitely be a new record. Here's a BGS 8.5 sold for $18,000. Buy it now. So here we are, we're creeping towards the night of the auctions. So this is when things started to get a little crazy on eBay. And here's a PSA 8 sold for $18,500, 64 bids. There's another PSA 8 sold for $19,599 with 93 bids. Here's a BGS 8, had a listing price of $14,999 or best offer, and it sold for $12,800. Here's a PSA 8, had a listing price of $18,225 or best offer, and this one sold for full price. There's another BGS 8 sold for $14,000. It got one bid. There's a PSA 8, had a listing price of $19,900 or best offer. And this one also sold for full price. Like I said, it started getting later in the day and people were watching those auctions and things started getting a little wild on eBay. There's a BGS 9, $47,500 or best offer. And this was bought right away. Someone pulled the trigger on this. And this is the new confirmed sell that's on Card Ladder right now. So, like I said, things started getting a little crazy on eBay. Here you have a BGS 8.5 listed for $29,950 or best offer. Let's see what the best offer was. $19,350. So, pretty good price right there for that seller. Here we got a PSA 8 with the OC qualifier, sold for $12,220 bids. This is a new high price for this card. The last one I saw had sold for $10,000. Here's a BGS 8, it's listed for $14,500 or best offer. Let's see what the best offer was. $14,000. So the buyers saved $500. All right, guys, look at this PSA 9. New listing, $2,500. Buy it now. Stop doing this, guys. Stop doing this. Don't give in to this. Look, you're not going to get this card. If you do get this card, it's going to be a fake. If these are not listed for an average price, a normal price, it's not real. Stop falling for this. So these guys will stop doing this. It's a scam. All right, checking out newly listed. We have a BGS 8.5, 12,115 bids. It's up to already. Here's a PSA 9. They got it listed for $99,000 or best offer. That is an extremely high listing price. Here we got a PSA 8 with a PSA 8 sticker. It's listed for $34,999. Buy it now. So we know that the PSA 8 is starting to trend towards $20K. These stickers, these PSA 8 stickers are around $7,000 to $8,000. So to give you kind of an idea right there. Here's a BGS 9, starting bid price of $39,999. Here's a PSA 8, it's up to $9,300 already with 22 bids. Here's a PSA 9. It's up to $25,000, 46 bids. There's a PSA 8. It's up to $10,500 already with 19 bids. Here's a PSA 8. It's already up to $10,428 bids. Here we got a new PSA 9 listed, $200,000 or best offer. This is an extremely high price. Not much else I can say about that. Here's a BGS 9, $90,000 or best offer. Here's a PSA 8. Buy it now for $20,995. This is Actually, not a bad price right now. Looks like it's a little off-centered, but other than that, I mean, it's an 8. There's another PSA 8. They got it listed for $28,988 or best offer. So we know these cards, the record sell is about 19,000, and we've seen sales of 20,000. So that would be about what I would offer on this card. All right, let's check out auctions. We have this PSA 7. It's up to 10,100 with 34 bids and 2 days left. There's another PSA 7. It's up to 10,300, 29 bids, a day left. There's another one. Well, this is actually a PSA 8. It's up to 10,400, 18 bids, 6 days left. Here's a BGS 8.5. It's up to 11,100, 12 bids, 4 days left. There's a BGS 8.5. It's up to 12,100, 15 bids, 6 days left. There's a PSA 8, 12,838 bids, 4 days left. There's another PSA 7. It's up to 12,950, 29 bids. These 7s are doing really well. There's a BGS 8. It's up to 13,433, 42 bids. This has just 4 hours left. There's a PSA 8. It's up to 14,434 bids, 2 days left. There's a PSA 8. It's up to 17,433, 20 bids, 1 day left. There's a PSA 8. It's up to 18,500, 1 bid. There's a PSA 8. It's up to 18,600, 42 bids. This has 4 hours left. There's a PSA 8. It's up to 19,023, 54 bids, 4 hours left. So this is on its way to become a new record. Look at this SGC 9. It's up to 23,440 bids, 4 hours left. This is already a new record high right here. The record high is 17,500. This is going to shatter it. Here's a PSA 9. It's up to 25,046 bids. Here's a PSA 9. It's up to 31,129 bids, 4 days left. Here's a BGS 9. It's up to 32,761 bids, 3 days left. And we just had a record sale for this card for 47,500. There's another BGS 9. It's up to 35,165 bids. This also has 4 hours left. There's a PSA 9. It's up to 52,144 bids, 2 days left. There's another PSA 9. It's up to 55,178 bids, 4 hours left. And here's another one. It's up to 55,766 bids, 4 hours left. There's another one. It's up to 60,191 bids, 4 hours left. So you can see these cards are doing much better than the 9s that were on Golden Auctions last night. See, this is what I'm saying. Here on eBay, these cards are excelling. But when you get to the Golden Auctions, that's more of the big boys, buying those cards. And they're targeting those rare grails and those PSA 10s. But here on eBay, this is where the collectors are mostly. So here's this SGC 9.5. It's up to 75,976 bids, 4 hours left. I can't wait to see this card end. This is RD2X, what it last sold for. All right, check in on our high ends, BGS 9.5s and above. We're down to just a few. We're down to just these 3 right here. A lot of them had ended. But we have this one here for 200,000, our best offer. This is a low end. This is a 9 on the surface. And here we have another one. This is the pair. He's raised his prices way up. He's got the BGS 9.5 sticker and the base. And here's another pair. This one's in Australia. He raised his price considerably from yesterday. For $537,000, our best offer. And one of these has a 9 on the corners and one has a 9 on the edges. All right, checking on the PSA 10s, we have some new listings here from PWCC. We have this first one for $875,000, our best offer. So no doubt that these prices are fueled from the auctions of last night. Here's another one for $950,000, or best offer. So in case you guys don't know, if you haven't heard already, those cars that sold on Goldin Auction last night, those two PSA 10s sold for $738,000. So that's why these prices here are so high. This is the one that we had been watching for a long time. It has 686 watchers. It got raised up to 1 million. It was listed for 750,000 yesterday. But this guy raised his prices, and I do not blame him. So in summary, PSA 10, the record confirmed sell is 349,999. So 350,000. Now we have those two that sold on Goldin Auction for 738,000, but those have not been confirmed yet. So right now we do not have any on live auction. BGS 9.5 high end, quad 9.5s and above, we have a new record, 162,500. We have none on live auction. BGS 9.5 low end, the record price, 76,626. We had one sell on Goldin Auctions last night for 80,000, so that will probably be the new record right here if it's confirmed. We have none on auction right now. SGC 9.5, record price 37,500. We have one currently up to 75,900. The PSA 9, the new record is 61,700. We have one currently up to 60,100 on auction on eBay. BGS 9, record price 47,500. This is a new record. We have one up on auction right now for 35,100. SGC 9, the record confirmed price 17,500. We have one on auction right now for 23,400. So already a new record. PSA 8.5, the record price $30,000. We have none on auction. BGS 8.5, record price 17,100. We have one that's up to 18,000 on auction. SGC 8.5, record price 10,555, none on auction. PSA 8, record price 19,000. We have one that's up to 19,023 on live auction, so that would be a new record. BGS 8, record selling price 14,966. We have one that's up to 13,433 on auction. SGC 8, record price $8,000, none on auction. BGS 7.5, 11,500 is the record price. We have one that's up to 9,100. PSA 7, record price 13,000. We have one up on auction for 12,950, so very close to breaking that record. PSA 6, record price 9,500. We have one that's up to 8,400 on auction. So I've added the low ends because there was a viewer that was concerned about these prices, so I provide them now. So the PSA 5, record price 6,999. We have one up on auction for 6,150. The PSA 4, record price 3,700. There's one up on auction for $7,000, so almost 2x. So like I said, those auctions are really fueling these low ends now. PSA 3, record price 5,521. Right now we have one up on auction for 5,124. The PSA 2, record price 3,218. We have one that's up to 3,524, so this is already headed towards a new record. The PSA 1, record price 3,250. It has a low pop, so you won't see it sell much. So we have none on auction. Now these prices are, they're all over the place. But for these low ends, the eye appeal is everything. Alright guys, that was my update for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. And if you have any feedback, comments, maybe things that I can do better, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And for you guys that have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next Michael Jordan Rookie Card Market Report.